Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start putting the transmission back in this quad. I got to take it through the side. Okay, it's got to go in like this. There we go. Now, I'll go on this side and I'll try and feed it on down in here. Oh yeah. Turn it and maneuver it, and almost got it. Now I just got to line it up with the bracket at the bottom and right here. And there it is. Now I can go ahead and start bolting it down. Go ahead and put this bolt in to 9/16. It'll go right here, but I'm not going to tighten it up. I'm just going to put it in there, and I'm going to get all of them in before I tighten them down. Okay, there's the transmission, and if you come down and go underneath the bike, you'll see right there, right here, I got to put the long bolt with the nut on it. That will lock down the transmission on the bottom. Okay, it's in. Now I'll go up to the next bolt. Okay, you see this bracket right here? I'm going to put the other bracket on the other side. That's a transmission mount. Now before I tighten down this transmission mount, I'm going to run my bolt through there. Now I'm going to go ahead and snug this transmission mount down and tighten this bolt up here. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten this transmission bolt down. Now I'll go around to the other side. Now I'm going to go down underneath here and tighten up the bolt that's in the transmission on the bottom. Now that I've went underneath and tightened up the transmission mount bolt, this is the last transmission mount bolt that I need to put in. I'm going to move this over. I'm going to put this bolt right here, and I'm going to tighten it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and put this bolt in and put the nut on the bottom, and right up here I got to put a bolt in and put a nut on the bottom as well. Here's the other two bolts and nuts I'm going to put in, and everything so far that I've on is 9/16. Okay, those are tight. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go under here and tighten up the nuts on that bolt, and there's two of them, one on the other side of that one as well. Now I'm going to take my chain. I'm just going to drop it down in there like so, because I have to come back here to the back and put it across like so. I'm going to go up and put my front sprocket on. Just grab the chain and put it around the front sprocket and head to the back. Do the same thing we did when we took the chain off. Just roll it forward, get it in the teeth, and then just roll it backwards. There we go. It'll pop right on. Now while I'm back here, I'm going to go ahead and adjust my chain and tighten it up. If you ever got a wrench big enough for this, just use a pipe wrench. Be careful with it. Go ahead, put it on here and pull gently, and it'll tighten up your chain. And that should be tight enough right there. Now I'll go ahead and lock these two bolts down and this bolt here up in front, and the chain will be set. Now all these bolts back here are 5/8. I'm going to put the chain guard back on. Takes a 1/2 inch wrench. Don't forget it's got a sleeve in there, and it goes right here. Okay, I purchased this new shifting linkage here. It was like $25. I'm going to put it right here. We've already got it in neutral. Okay, put it on there, then put your washer on there. Then go ahead and put your nut on there. Get it snug. Now I can tighten it down and get it in place. Now I'll go ahead and take this old one off because it's all wore out and stripped. And I'll go ahead and set this linkage up. Now we want to come down here to the transmission, and don't forget to plug in this indicator. And takes care of that. And over here we'll go ahead and start putting our CVT back together. Make sure you got your foam here for water sealer and your washer on there. Go ahead and put this back on. And I'm going to go ahead and put the 3 screws in it. Okay, now we'll put this on. It only goes on one way. The oblong hole goes to your right, just like I have it here. Just like that. Now I'll go ahead and put these screws in that plate. Now I'll go ahead and install the CVT. Going just like that. Now I'll go ahead and put this bolt in there along with this sleeve and these 2 washers. Now I'll go ahead and throw our secondary on. I'll go ahead and put a bolt in it. This takes a 5/8 inch socket. This takes a 1/2 inch. Now I'll go ahead and put the belt on. Put the belt on this side first. And then slide it on this side here. Put it in neutral. Should snap right on. The seal should go in with this facing towards you so that when you put the cover on, it will squeeze down in there and seal it off. Now I'll go ahead and throw the cover on there. And when you put it back on here, remember there's a clamp that goes right here. Don't forget to put that clamp on there. I got 8 of these screws that go in that cover. Takes a 3/8 inch socket. Okay, all the bolts are tightened down. Now I'll tighten this clamp down. Now I'll go ahead and put the running board on. Putting 4 of these in, right there on the bottom. Now I've got to put 2 fender bolts here, 2 fender bolts here. And on these fenders, when you hook up the running board, in the back they take these smaller screws and nuts, and on the outside here they take a bigger screw and nut. Okay, this side is done. Now let's go to the other side. Now I'm going to put this hose on that small air vent sticking out of the transmission. I'm going to go ahead and take these bolts out because I'm going to go ahead and put the air box back in. I'm going to have to hook the air box up to this and to this hose right here. Okay, take your air box, put that little hose down in there, and then tilt the air box forward and down while you're putting the hoses on it, and then just drop it down in there. And now we can tighten up all of our clamps and put the bolts back in. Okay, now I'll go ahead and put the top on the box. Okay, I just want to point out that you got a little bitty notch right here that you line up with your box and that boot, and then tighten the clamp down. All I have left to do is put my running board on this side and put my side skirts on here, put my seat back on. Okay, I got the running board ready to go on. I'm going to put these 4 bolts in it. There it is, all I got left, the seat and the side covers. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Thanks for watching.